Hey guys, Niodops here, and we are back with some Ixion. So, between last episode and this episode, I ended up doing some mining and then just some reorganizing kind of between the episodes so that we're just not sitting here like you watching me just mine, I guess, at this point. But at this point, I feel like we're pretty good to just move on. We got a good amount of polymer stocked up, good amount of iron stocked up. We have done so much mining in this galaxy, like so much. I think a little bit more mining than the first one. These medium stockpiles are a godsend. They hold 330 storage with our current setup. Like with our current upgrades on storage, they hold 330 a pop, and they take up two spaces. So they take up two spaces like these. These would give us 220, so we get an extra 110 out of 2 spaces for a medium, which is so nice. Food wise, oh, it actually says 10.6. It was saying 3 point something. I think that's because we just got some food out of one of these probably. Our fusion stations aren't able to actually keep up with our current farms in both of these sections, so that's kind of an issue that we're gonna have to address. What I'm probably gonna do is when we get more people, because we're kind of maxed out on the amount of people we have at the moment, is I am going to open up a new territory, and it's just going to be another farming area, but it's not going to be like this kind of farming area, kind of like how we have here. It's going to be like just a fully designed one. We're going to have these across the top to house all of the workers. We're not doing any of these here. This kind of messed me up when I did these because I couldn't put more of these down. And then we're just doing these, fusion stations, ice, and food storage. And then I guess some batteries. And that's going to be kind of how that's going to look. I guess we're going to hit up like, what, 3 or 4 crop farms there, maybe 5 crop farms. I want to say we could probably fit like a whole half section is going to be pretty much farms is what I'm going to try to go for. I want to do a storage section, but we're barely keeping up with food as is right now. But I'm thinking when I do that, I might get rid of the food section here in our population sector, because some of these are empty right now. I did take while I was pretty much mining, we did get more science, and I ended up getting like the more beds upgrade and stuff, so we kind of did that. But yeah, so this is kind of like what we're looking at right now, because I feel like once we get more people, the food that we're currently making isn't going to be good enough for what we have. Like right now, current average is 116%. Because I was mining a bunch, it just ended up stockpiling a decent amount. But now that that's all good, let's just call everyone back. Like I said, I think we pretty much have enough for what we need to pretty much survive. I stockpile electronics because one of you guys said, we're doing waste treatment management, so that we can pull waste, and then I'm turning all the waste into electronics, which is really nice. I've been doing that for a minute now. There is actually an upgrade that you can do to where you can get waste from housing. Okay, it's not that, but that is nice. I didn't realize this. Capacity of housing is increased by 30% on the cell housing. That's nuts. Okay, we need to take that at some point. That is actually crazy. Crap, the one I was looking at, was it this one? Yeah, so... Oh, this is for all normal crew quarters, though. Oh, this is for the small ones, right? Or would this count for... I think it would count for optimized also. I don't think that counts for cell housing. Yeah, because this is the one for cell housing for the waste. Okay. Well, I guess it would produce me some in, like, our, like, beginning area here. So, like, these would get us waste and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I guess that would still work, just not as well as I thought it would. But... Oh, yeah, I had to... Let me do this, because I redid this, too. Okay, and then I added another ship here to that section, so we can have 2 and 2. But let's jump. So let's start the charging procedure.
In accordance with Frostpunk procedures, all ships must return to the Tiqqun before volt jump initiation.
And something I'm wondering, because I saw on the research now that there is the nuclear power plant. So, say we're moving or jumping, would the nuclear power plant keep going and supplying us power? Now I get, like, you know, that's only provides up to like 200 max, and we're currently at like 756.
IXION engine.
Let's go. I think the UN ship's gonna be in this next one, right? I don't know how we're gonna fight this though. Is gonna be like, is my thing. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm probably needing new batteries too. New batteries are probably gonna be a big thing for me. As I'm taking a bunch of screenshots. Oh, wait, is it destroyed? That's the UN superstructure, right? Dude, that is bigger than the original one. Boy, yeah, is that the UN ship?
Full jump complete. Running preliminary diagnostics.
So are we not gonna have to fight the UN?
Expected irreversible damage to the
Yep.
Tiqqun detected.
Irreversible damage, blah, 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 yep.
We have not reached the exoplanet Remus.
Yep. Drink some more of this Red Bull.
Tiqqun primary sensors are picking up vast amounts of debris. Act with caution, Administrator.
Oh, there's a
We
body
must
right there.
reach Remus.
Dude, that's a big body. Unless it's like super close to our camera. So oh. Test colonization protocols. Locate a viable planet, yep. Destroyed command center. Wait, so they're dead. They're gone. Dude, this is an entire storm? Dude, that's what? That is nuts. Okay, we'll send the Maxwell
The
here.
science ship has arrived at its destination.
Summary of intelligence on the... God, yeah. Can we... Are we somewhere... Is that us right there? Because I know we pulled up and we're like at the back of it, right? Is that us right there? Because look how massive this thing is. Oh yeah, the UN ship. Dude. So, initial reports indicate that we found the wreckage of the... I'm not even going to try to say that. Command center. The UN ship appears to have been attacked. Although the command center of the UN ship is heavily armored, the structure has suffered terrible bombardment. Jesus, it appears as if something sliced through the larger superstructure of the UN ship. This must have dislodged the center and separated it from the rest of the ship. Numerous pieces of debris and corpses float around the ruin. We have located a breach within the armor plating that should allow us to get inside. Enter the command center.
Administrator.
We're dead.
A new request.
We're gonna have to... We are gonna probably have to fight whatever took them out, right? Like, we're gonna have to fight whatever... Like, whatever's been taking people out. At first, I thought we were gonna have to fight the UN ship, but... The UN ship got taken out by something bigger, I suppose. Okay, let's see what this says. Administrator, the crew are encouraged by how many survivors we have brought aboard the Tiqqun. The increase to population reinforces the feeling that our goal of saving humanity is achievable. The new crew members, woken from cryonic pods, are now part of something bigger than themselves. More trust. Sector 1 is the only one that's really not happy right now. Oh, that's right. I have the policy going to awaken workers first. And that gives us a -3 instability. So that's what, yeah. I feel like we're going to find people here. So I probably should activate. I guess I'll hold off on doing that right now. Oh, wait. Collapse food production district. Our sensors have located a section of the UN ship drifting in the vacuum of space. Our initial readings are registering a lot of organic debris. That is cool. Okay. I guess we'll go there also for the research. We might not get that food yet because we're kind of... Yeah, see what I'm saying? Now we're at -17 because we haven't pulled in new food yet. The debris field we have entered is mostly composed of corpses. The floating bodies bump against the hull and create sounds that reverberate throughout the Tiqqun sectors. This is not proving beneficial for crew morale. DLS reports indicate that EVA crews are discussing their experiences working outside the Tiqqun with colleagues in mess halls. Come on, man. You guys need to shut up. Just don't say anything. That's the best thing that can happen right now. God, what research did I do? I think I was doing something for one of these other ones, correct? Oh, yeah. I was doing this, which I need the augmented building workshop protocol, which standard. Okay, so we need to do augmented next. Power overloads have a lower. Oh, mechs construct buildings 25% faster. Okay, so we need this so that I can get the upgrade to the fusion center. Because I need the extra water production.
A science ship team has completed a task.
I didn't even notice the symbol here. The station... Yeah, the station is surrounded by floating corpses. The crew's morale will be affected. So do we move? I feel like since there's this here, I feel like we gotta find another planet to go around. Let's try to find somewhere that's not directly next to us. Because I feel like if we go here, since this is a part of the ship, there's going to be bodies there too. We just need to get out of this area so that we're not getting hit with the negative debuffs anymore. I guess we'll look at this too. Why not? We are on site. This part of the UN ship was responsible for the ship's food production. Production was divided into 2 zones. Vegetal, I guess it must be vegetable, or vegetal and animal. We have also identified a self-contained area generating a heat signature. The heat is small, but it is not impossible that some survivors may be sheltered there. I guess so, yeah, especially if they have food. All they need really is food, heat, and oxygen. Invasively breach the self-contained area. Make a cautious approach. So the team will approach the area, establishing containment and depressurization protocols to avoid risking their lives. Yeah, do that. I swear to God,
An accident has occurred
if these guys attack us, I'm gonna be angry. Okay, so the frozen rooms through which the Maxwell's team have had to investigate or navigate are from a nightmare. Projectile damage covers most surfaces, and there are signs of electrical fires having raged throughout the corridors. This is not to discount the ever-present grim sight of severed corpses. Upon entering the bridge, the team discovered the bodies of Commander-in-Chief and other officers. It appears they took their own lives. We must retrieve the Remus data. The Tiqqun should be kept in close proximity, we can't move yet, to the command center. This will allow the Maxwell's team to use the station's power via the retractable telescope pole and access the command center terminal. Okay, so recover the coordinates. So something absolutely decimated them. I'm waiting for this other probe to get made. That's scary, because that's probably going to be us. That's definitely going to be us. Are we out of carbon? Oh, we are out of carbon. Oh, what's this? Embrace the writings. The rear of the Tiqqun is a body. The whole is its skin. We are its... Bro, what? Administer. A sector has converted to the cult of the whole. This has had a positive impact on morale of the crew. The converts are waiting to hear your opinion on their worship. Sanctifying the Tiqqun and its facilities does not directly violate any Dolos directives. This is going to cause us issues, I feel like, if we take damage to the hull. If we take any kind of hull damage, or it's going to get bad. So I feel like suppressing the cult is the best thing to do here. 666. We're in cycle 666, and there's a cult that appeared. I just thought about that. Dude, the cult's evil. The cult is evil. The cult popped up during cycle 666. Yeah. I made the right decision there. The cult is evil. Maybe they're the ones that are destroying our stuff, and I forgot that we actually, with that one upgrade to the workshop we needed, they auto-repair now damage, so I don't actually have to come and repair damage now, which is great. Yeah, see, I need the upgrade for this just because of this here. Like, we're just not producing enough water out of these fast enough. But I feel like if I can get that other upgrade, we'll be good. One worker died in an accident. Big sad. I need to get us away from these bodies. Oh, there goes a planet. Okay, cool. I guess once we move, we'll be good then. I'm wanting to find all of the points of interest first around the galaxy before we start mining and stuff, which, I don't know, maybe we should start mining stuff early. Because that way we can, at least, I don't have to do it as much in between videos. And we're already out of carbon and iron ore. And silicon, yeah. Okay, the next one we'll look for something else, because it looks like we're almost done with this. We might find food here, though, which might be great. Our trust is still looking good, but that's just because I did everything in my power to finish memorials, to fit memorials in there, DLS centers, the legislative buildings, which, as I say that, I don't think I have a legislative building in our mining area, or farming area. No, because I wanted to fit a fire station in here, that's why. Do I need all of these? Yeah, it does look like I do. Yeah, because they're all inhabited. Crap.
A probe has been lost due to space weather.
Oh.
A
That's...
science ship team has completed a task.
So we're gonna need probe upgrades then, right? There's an objective one near us. Oh, that's like an aurora. Oh, no, these are debris fields. Oh, okay, so there's definitely something there then. Let's see. 2 crew members killed. Upon entering the area, the crew of the science ship were confronted by a UN soldier exhibiting extreme signs of dementia. Yelling the words, "Die Dolo scum," they opened fire on our team. The confrontation ended with the depressurization of the area due to projectile fire and the death of both the soldier and 2 of the science ship teams. Investigating what they could afterwards, the team has concluded that this was a place of indoctrination for the surrounding production zone workers. Remains of a statue dedicated to the glory of the UN ship commanders were found, as well as other art pieces aimed at condemning the enemies of humanity. Dolos. Oh, no. Okay. That... I feel like if we pull any kind of cryonic pods out of here, it's going to be bad. Like, if they were that... Oh, okay, I thought I said another science ship was destroyed. Okay. Oh, that looks cool. That actually kind of looks nuts. Okay, Administrator. The Remus coordinates aren't here. Actually, I want to see something. Print screen. I wonder if this will be, like, better in terms of, like, the way it looks. This is a lot to read. Administrator, the Remus coordinates aren't here. As you know, the Vol coordinates are incredibly complex algorithms that require advanced technology for their storage and application. We did identify a storage area within the command center where such equipment, perhaps including that stolen from the Protagoras, should have been held. It has been ripped away, shorn by cutting lasers, and taken. That doesn't sound good. There is some small hope. A single damaged calculator terminal was found. So it sounds like whoever attacked the UN ship took it to find Remus. So wait a minute. So the Protagoras was attacked by the UN ship. The UN ship took it from the Protagoras, left the Protagoras to die. Something else attacked the UN ship, took the Remus location from them like they did the Protagoras, and left them to die, and is now somewhere in the galaxy. It's the Black Market Society. That's the only other faction that we know of right now is the Black Market Society. It has to be, unless there's just some other faction that was able to build something that could just decimate the UN ship the way it has. But the only thing I could think of is the Black Market Society, because they had the capability and the technology to build ships and stuff, right? They had like their own like entire station in the home sector. So that's what it had to have been. Let me finish reading this. Power supplied from the Tiqqun has allowed us to access it. It appears that the UN ship's final moments, while they attempted to address the colossal damage done to their ship, the crew were able to identify it and record the self-similar signature of their attacker as it withdrew. Perhaps they hoped to later mount some sort of pursuit to recover the stolen coordinates of Remus. We are now in possession of that signature. It belongs to the Piranesi, a ship of the Black Market Society. Okay, I swear to God, I didn't read that beforehand. I didn't even notice that beforehand. I just kind of put two and two together. This is where our hope fades. The few officers' logs we have found that detail the attack are terrifying. It seems highly likely that the coordinates of Remus are now on board the Piranesi. Having processed the data we have found within the center, and thanks to old recordings of now inactive distress signals, we have been able to locate other parts of the UN ship which have drifted across the system. Determine previous mission objectives or investigate further into the Piranesi's attack. Maxwell team will analyze the Piranesi's attack on the UN ship. The Tiqqun should be kept in close proximity to supply power. Okay, so each one of these we just need to stay within... God, okay, we can't move then. Let's look at their mission objective then. Okay, so yeah, there's the other... That's the reactor wreck. What can we find here? Our sensors have located a section of the UN ship drifting in space. First reports indicate that this wreckage was once the ship's engine room and reactor. Huh. Oh, okay. Seems like we're getting close to an objective one. But it looks like, yeah, there's one here because you can see the bodies there. For sure. Okay, how's the inside going? Okay, so we're back up to 12 per cycle. Once we get food actually out, everything looks good. Okay, so we did finish research on that. I actually noticed you can queue research too. I didn't notice that before, but I actually want to see this real quick.
You can implement a new policy.
Okay, but I need this upgrade so that we can at least produce water a little bit faster. There's 44 science here, which I'm wondering if we can, as I said that with the probe before. Okay, let's look around for a bit more carbon. Okay, carbon and ice right there. Because with how much polymer we have, I did take the upgrade last, before. Ah, dude, look at that.
A science ship team has
honestly, that might be a better screenshot. But, where is it?
Its scan.
To make the next solar panel, because we did take one that lowers the polymer cost. And we do have enough electronics, too.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The only issue is we're going to take hull damage from this. Oh, are we going to take more because of the bodies? Once this actually starts getting built? Ah, that kind of sucks if that's the case. Okay, we're going to be pulling food from the other areas, so let's not fill these then. Let's go down to like, what, 250? This way our... actually go down like 200. Yeah, that way our cargo ships can take the food from here. Okay, so our science ships are going out there now. Let's grab a bunch of carbon here. There's carbon and iron. I'm gonna try to get that. There we go. Nice. So we can pull ice from this, pull carbon from this. Oh, okay, so this finished. Oh, was that a dog bark? Dude, I thought that was my dog for a second. I was about to be like, dude, why are you like right next? I was so confused how you got in my room. Okay, the production area has been gutted for several hundred meters. The huge amount of floating carcasses has made it difficult for the team to differentiate between what is animal and what is not. the team did find several working cryopods and have prepared those for extraction. Production seems mainly to have been galliform, though there are signs that rarer meats were produced. Probably rarer meats, high tier like meats were probably for the officers and stuff, since it seemed like they were gods in quotation. They were, you know, everyone was brainwashed under them. The science team wishes to specifically note that they found a cryopod containing a dog. That's what that bark was. The owner seems to have decided that the animal's life was more important than their own. Their corpse hangs on to the pod. Bro, that, honestly, I would stick my dogs in a cryopod. And I would, yeah. I feel for that. Investigate the vegetables. Yeah, we're gonna provide a new home for the dog. For sure, take that dog. Dude, I'm kind of scared to, like, pull these people out of these cryopods, if I'm being honest. It does not sound like a good idea. Like, we're gonna have to, like, reprogram these people's brains. Is what's gonna have to, like, happen here. Okay, so it doesn't seem like this is being built yet? No, it's still being supplied. But we should start bringing carbon and stuff in, right? Okay, they are, yep. And then, yeah, these two are bringing in ice. Oh, do not bring in people there, because we're not bringing in cryonic pods there anymore. Okay. So, industrial wreckage zone is what's there. Okay. Okay, so that's getting built too. We're out of iron. Dude, we're out of a lot of stuff. Yeah, I need like a new zone. Okay, that's getting, dude, a minus 92. Jesus. Yes, high pressure cutters has been researched, so that means we should have, was it a 10% upgrade to the fusion one? 10%, yeah. 15 ice now produces 48 water. Yep, we're researching that next. Because honestly, at this point, the only thing that could really, like, kill us is our crew. And our crew needs food. And to make food with the crop farms, we need water. And there is the algae research also. Yeah, the algae farm. I might do, instead of doing crop farms, we might do the algae farm instead in like a major area.
Team has completed a task.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared to see what happens here. Okay, so another 50 research. By powering the command center, the Maxwell's team was able to extract and analyze core mission data. The UN ship was a UN ship initially launched to find other exoplanets. Early data logs from their voyage indicate a glaring lack of preparation, to accomplish such a task. In the absence of a habitable exoplanet, they seem to have concentrated on the search for what the UN had designated as enemies of humanity, Dolos. And I don't even know how to say that. By boarding the Protagoras, the UN ship was able to locate Remus. Okay, so let's investigate further into the attack. That gives us even more research. Dude, we're pulling so much research out of this. Come on, I see it here. No. Yes, 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 no. Yes, no. There we go. Because, yeah, we're currently mining these. We need to mine iron, because we don't have any iron ore now. Oh, wait, we have iron here. Let's, Oh, yeah, we lost... I'm so sad. We actually lost Iron Dude, by the way. And it honestly does hurt that I lost Iron Dude. Like, it hurts in my soul. But now we have Rock to replace him. We have Cataphract here, but we have Rock. But Iron Dude. We lost Iron Dude to the zone. Administrator, I did not expect this decision. I would remind you that Dolos regulations prohibit animals on board the Tiqqun. I do postulate, however, that the animal's presence may be good for crew morale. Yes, yes, it will be good for crew morale. That's why I did it. Investigate the veg. That's why I did it. Not because I wanted the dog to have a new home, but because it was good for the crew. Put that down in Dolos's records. Wait, was I? Oh, wrong area. Okay, yeah. I was a little confused there for a second. Don't mind me. Nice. Okay, so we have these here. Do this now. And we're waking workers first. So any of these that are workers, we're waking them first with the policy that we're doing. I really don't want to find this ship now. The one that destroyed them, but we got to. I have them coming here, right? Yes, they're staying in Sector 1. Good. Because we have extra hours currently here. But dang, dude, I can't believe they got decimated like that. Like I said, it's kind of sketchy that happened. Yeah, so we're gonna have to take some kind of probe research for sure. To where they can actually, to where the probe can survive the storm. Is there another one or no? I think it's just that one, yeah. And the rest of these are all in the storm, I believe. Trying to find all three of them. There we go. That's iron, carbon, and silicon. I know I've been saying it wrong like this entire time, but yeah. It be what it be.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Okay, keep this kind of sped up a bit here, which we can hold 330 cryopods there, which is nice. And then once that one research happens, we can get a lot more. I think we get 48, it said.
Hull integrity below 50%.
Yep. It's almost done being built. The extra solar panel's almost done.
A probe has completed its scan.
Why I'm trying to build these, even though it's like I don't need the extra power at the moment, is because
A new request awaits your attention.
Oh, there's another planet. I have come to realize that the solar panels can get damaged from the storm and stuff, because I found that out in the last area. And so it's like I want extra solar panels just in case. Now, where is this request at? Okay, so it's here.
The ship team has completed a task.
Aw, Hot Dog! Did we name him Hot Dog? Oh, inconsistencies were detected within a crew member's DLS records. After reviewing the data, I have found that the crew member is actually a dog. A Borzoi, to be exact. I have not discovered how it came to be on board. Its mere presence violates several health protocols. I will say that it does seem to be providing extremely beneficial for crew morale. A decision must be made concerning the animal's fate. Respect sanitary protocols. Officially recognize the dog as a member of the crew. What do we do if we do this? Is it like murk the dog or not? Officially recognize it. +1 stability, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I am talking about, man. Let sleeping dogs lie. Nice. Okay, so we finished the extra research now for the water station. Now is this a 20% on top of this 10%? So would that be 30%? 15 ice now produces 60 water. Let's do this one.
Completed a task.
Nice, okay. Oh, personalized instruction for the crop farm upgrade. Oh. Another 235 cryopods, Jesus. Drilling through several layers of debris, the science ship's team finally reached the vegetable production area. They were greeted by the floating corpses of UN soldiers and crew. A few district workers seem to have reached emergency cryopods before depressurization. Hydroponic technology was used aboard the UN ship to grow fruits and vegetables in large vertical aisles. Recovered yield reports detail how hierarchical rationing reserved the rarest of fruits for higher-ranking crew members. Yeah. So I was right about that. Although the remaining food production facilities are unusable, a few intact storage containers were found by the team. Retrieved resources have been prepared for extraction. Nice, okay. So yeah, we'll collect that, and then we'll actually send him to one of these planets. I know this is an objective planet. Let's see what this says first. P-42 is eligible, for colonization testing. Okay, so I guess we won't send him there, but we'll send our ship to this one. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of want it to be centered, but both of these are like on opposite ends of the galaxy, realistically. I'll send our when we move out of here, I'll send him here. Let's find some more stuff to mine. We'll get that for helium, because we might, like I said, while we're here, because we're pulling in a lot more bodies, we might actually be able to do a storage area if we have enough people. I definitely want to do an algae farm, though, but I don't know, the crop upgrade, though, might be pretty good, too. Where is the crop fields? Okay, here it is, crop farm. So there's the accelerated growth. Or was that like an upgrade that it just gives us straight up? I like how we could just produce more waste. 40%, that could actually be crazy. We will need industrial enzymes. Oh, okay. So to be able to get the 40%, we would need to produce more waste. I see. I don't know, if we can up it by 40% though on our crop farms, like as long as we keep water good, we might not even need the algae farms. I say that now, but okay, so we're at 182.
A probe has completed its scan.
It would be nice to get another cryonics though here. Yeah, we need to do most of our mining outside of this storm though too. Now, is there anything closer to the edge of the storm where our where this might be able to survive the storm? That's definitely too far, I feel like. No, it seems like anything that's out there will pretty much get murked. Said let's try to find some more. Okay, there goes more iron. Okay, so they ended up getting that. Let's return you to the Tiqqun so you can get more crew members, for one. Two. Yeah, I'll move you somewhere else afterwards. Okay, here we go. Destroyed command center. As the UN ship paused in the Crux system, it was surprised and attacked by the Pernace. Reports indicate colossal casualties. The UN... Dude, what kind of ship do they have? I guess, you know, it's a surprise attack that might have done it, because it said this UN ship was heavily armored. The UN crew was able to find a flaw in the Pernace's defense systems and managed to mount a boarding assault. The Pernace responded by firing its main weapon before fleeing the system. The last survivors of the attack could not enter cryonic pods, either died from the cold or slowly asphyxiated in the days that followed. Oh. So it seems like they at least boarded the ship. So maybe they damaged it?
The Piranesi signature stored in the Etamanenki's destroyed command center. It is a ship unlike any other in our records. A formidable opponent, now in possession of the Remus coordinates. The eventual failure of the Tiqqun's hull is inevitable. We have no other choice but to confront the Piranesi. Before we leave the system, we must find a way to develop an effective countermeasure strategy.
The Arc of Humanity, yep.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
We'll start construction on this too. Because, yeah, we are pulling carbon still, so we are still producing polymer. Let me do this. Silicone is nice to have, but we are producing it with waste. We are producing that with... Actually, you know what? We're going to need polymer quicker. No, wait, we're going to need more of these people, right? Well, we do have 75 colonists. Okay, I should have my other science ship back. Actually, I could just send either one now. Go there so that we could do the colonization early as possible. And then you, good sir, are going to go to the industrial wreckage zone here, or the reactor one. I feel like the reactor one might get us a good amount of research, but I feel like there's a high chance of us losing people there. Go to the industrial one for the time being. Ah, we should have went here. I didn't think about that. That's another planet. Go there. Because this might be another colonized one. Or I think that might have just been full of gases. Dude, the amount of iron here. Okay, let's try to find more carbon. Carbon and silicone, okay. Oh, yeah, let's move our... our hull integrity is kind of crap, though. Let's move there. Because we're taking extra damage from the bodies, and I feel like our people are going to get affected badly by the other stuff, too, anyway. Crap, we're going to need to power down. What sector is that? I don't know what sector that is. I guess these aren't getting used anyway right now, because I think this is the sector, because this should be using the most power right now also. Let's power all of that down. Power down our research lab. Power down. I guess we don't need the fire stations active right now. I'm wondering if the fire stations are going to be when we take that fight or something. Or maybe we can get... I don't know. I guess I built them a little too early, but I guess it's nice just to have them. Like, in an area, so we don't have to fumble for them later. Is this our farming sector? 91 left on the battery, so it's definitely not that one.
A probe has completed its scan.
We definitely need to upgrade our batteries. It's this one, yep. Crap, what's taking so much power from us here? Is it this and the farms? Waste management facility too. Okay, stop that. Which I actually want to change you over to polymer for the time being. Yeah, because we're already below half, and we're already... Ah, crap. Stop producing water at the moment. We have a decent amount of food stocked up.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Oh, the mass... Oh, no, because these only take up 3 power apiece. I was about to say maybe the mass amount of stuff I don't think we have enough batteries here is what it is. Yeah, we don't have as many batteries here as we have everywhere else. Yep, and they've shut down. Crap. That does suck. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with the battery issue there and try to make some room for more batteries. Because we just don't have enough, we definitely don't have enough power. Like, it'll get recharged quick, but we can't get around as quick. Okay, so I think okay, so he's here. So our probe, okay, so we already read that. Oh, no, we didn't read that. Our probe has detected a signal originating from a chain of mountains that border an acidic ocean on P38. This is the science ship's crew. We are currently in orbit of P38. The planet possesses a highly corrosive atmosphere. There will be little room for improvisation once we touch down. We must establish a search protocol now. We do know that there is a signal transmitting from beneath a mountain. Alternatively, we could focus on analyzing material samples in order to improve our understanding of planets like P38. So, bore through the mountain. So, team will drill beneath the mountain and attempt to reach the origin of the signal. Ignore the signal and focus on sample collection. Prioritize sample collection and analysis. Perform a topographical analysis. So the science team will perform a detailed topographical analysis of the mountain range in order to find a route through the signal to the signal's origin. That sounds better, yeah. Instead of just trying to like bore through the mountain.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Yeah, it's probably here. Yeah, I was right. Administrator, the animosity between former crew members. Yeah, see, I knew this was gonna happen. Protagoras and the UN ship is becoming a problem. Accommodating survivors from both crews together in the Tiqqun threatens the stability of the station. Claim protocols recommend temporary separation till tensions ease. Initiate population transfer, and individuals will be sorted automatically using DLS data. So just move 100 crew member. We were from Sector 5 to Sector 2 to address this. Okay. So from Sector 5 to Sector 2. I want to say we have enough housing in Sector 2 for this, right? What I could do is move some people from Sector 2 to Sector 5 afterwards. Yeah, I'd say we have enough housing here too, yeah. Oh yeah, we have enough room here also, okay. So from Sector 5 to Sector 2, and it doesn't say it has to be workers. So I could do like only non-workers, move 100. Which is funny because there's people like here too that's, you know, there. Okay, so it's charging now. Okay, and we've arrived here. So we need 90 if we want to do a big one. Okay. So we have landed on P42. The planet is bathed in a toxic yellow haze, which severely reduces visibility. First, measurements have recorded trace amounts of oxygen in the planet's atmosphere. We have also noted the presence of a few species of bacteria on the shores of Mada, one of P42's cyanide oceans. Oh. Okay, yep, let's start this. And then it's got to come from Sector 1, yeah. So that one's currently full of cryopods. So they're both full of cryopods, so we'll have to do one once they drop off then. Which we're going to need more people. So we're at 75, I believe. On the... Yeah, so... I think one more will get us to 90, right? Because... Yeah. So we only need to do one more. Which, yeah, we do have electronics here for that. Perfect. So it looks like it is getting moved there to start training. And that's good. So this will get repaired a little bit more, and then we can start the other one. So we have this here, this here. We have these two still here that we can pull stuff from. Yeah, food and cryopods. Okay, yeah, they're gonna grab food too. They're just grabbing the cryopods first, which I kind of want them to grab the cryopods first. So that's perfect. Nice. Okay, yeah, we're training the other colonists. Nice. This is actually looking kind of nice. Which we should be transferring the 100, so that should happen at some point. Awaken 2,000 cryonic pods. Wait a minute. Yeah, we're going to be finding so many more cryonic pods, I'm assuming then. 2,000. There's 61 left here. We had already pulled all the ones from here. Dude, we're about to find so many cryonic pods. Yeah, okay, we're going to have to set up a new area for farming. That's for sure. Oh, let's power stuff back on. I'm kind of dumb. I forgot about turning this stuff back on now. I'm glad I don't have to go and differentiate between the, like, who's UN and who's not. It does it automatically for me. That's actually really nice. Okay, that should be everything turned back on now, correct? Yes. Now, something I do want to research is the drone bay. That sounds super cool, and it would help us move resources between sectors better. But, like I said, go towards chemical fusion now. We need the ice to be turned into water much faster and much more.
Has completed a task.
This will also get us more water out of less ice. So our ice will pretty much last us longer. That was a good stretch. Dude, this is like... Things are getting crazy.
Population transfer complete.
Nice, okay, so we technically finished that, so that's good to go. And they should be fine here, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I never realized if you do this, it shows who's in space. We have 3 people in space right now. That's actually awesome. Okay, so after that upgrade, we are going to do our probe launcher upgrade. And so we need... Oh, nope. I think we need the... Where is it? 100% faster. Jesus. Scouting radius. Polymer cost. Wait, we can make probes free. That's kind of wild, actually. That makes probes... Wait. Do we need this, then? Because our probes are getting destroyed, or do they just need to move faster? Okay, I think that's the case.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Is I think they just need to, like, move faster. Let's do probe probes, yeah, we'll get the probe moves faster next after this. So find a countermeasure for the attacks. Build enough batteries so that at least 4 sectors will have backup power for 5 cycles. Jesus. Okay. That sounds like I'm gonna need battery upgrades for sure. Okay, so yeah, that's going. Yeah, this here. This is the science ship crew. The signal was transmitting from an abandoned subterranean complex. By breaching it, we have unfortunately allowed the corrosive atmosphere of P-38 inside. Wait, I thought we were just finding a route to it. We'd estimate that the complex was built within the last 20 years. We do not recognize the iconography of its exterior. The technology inside does seem human-made, and there are signals that it was once inhabited. There's still a little time before P-38's corrosive atmosphere eats through the science ship's hull and landing gear. We do not think we will be able to explore the entire site, but we have identified several places of interest. Oh. The tank room, the command center, the field operations area. So let's see. So the team has located a large room within the complex containing numerous empty tanks. They will collect residue samples and carry out technical analysis to ascertain what the tanks were used for. I feel like they're just tanks. They could have had water in it for all we know, or the corrosive, like the cyanide in it. Investigate the command center. An area of the compound seems to have served as a computer and logistics center. By inspecting the various terminals, the team may be able to learn more about the facility's former occupants. Field Operations Center. The team has discovered a large hangar and appears to have been used for ship storage and maintenance. Examination of this area could tell us more about the purpose of the P-38 complex. Investigate the command center, because I feel like the command center could tell us the most about even the other two. I feel like we would learn more about that there. Okay, let's stop mining ice as much. Wait, ice is set to secondary on all of these. Because I think we already have a lot of ice stored as is. Okay, let's do this then. Let's have you pull iron ore. You're gonna pull this. We already have a lot of this in storage now. Pull more iron. There we go. We'll do something like that. Perfect. Okay. And now we should be fine on, I'd say, on water for the most part. Like, yeah, this area is super good on water now. We have a lot of water in this sector. And we finished the last fusion core, and then our probes should start moving faster now after this upgrade we're doing now. And so I'm hoping... Big old dot above that. I'm guessing that's the maintenance thing. It's just kind of bugged. So we have all... Yeah, we have all the iron here. We almost have all the food there, and then we just need the colonists there. Oh, these guys are almost done. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Please don't have everybody die to the corrosive gases.
The ship team has completed a
Oh!
task.
The science ship team managed to extract an intact data drive that was still installed within the center's infrastructure. The disk was heavily encrypted, and a significant percentage of its data has been corrupted. However, the data that was acceptable has proven very useful. The logs left behind by the center's former inhabitants are technical and precise. They suggest their authors possessed an uncommon intelligence and acute sense of self-criticism. Strangely, the organized methodical accounts are occasionally interrupted with mysticism and spiritual remarks. These are seemingly present to justify the results of their Cartesian deductions. So I'm wondering if this could have been like a UN facility or the Black Market Society. I feel like if we stay any longer, they're gonna die, right? Because I thought we could only do one. So should we do the tank room or should we investigate field operations area? Let's see what's in the tanks. Why not? There's a high chance we're going to lose our science ship here. Okay. But I really want to know what was going on in there, even if we lose our science ships, if I'm being honest. Okay. Are we full on... Oh yeah, we're getting kind of full on waste here. Crap, I don't have anywhere else I could hold garbage. Crap. We might need a bigger waste management facility, especially when we get the, like, crop upgrades and stuff going. Yeah. Minus 27.8 on that. Accelerated growth. Let's start grabbing crop farm upgrades. Next, so we can have our food done. I just need... They're not pulling science from that, which means they... I guess it's because they're in this and not, yeah. Let's see if they die there.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The science team believes the tanks were used for some sort of accelerated gene therapy. Oh. So are they accelerating growth? What about gene therapy? They're messing with people's genes. Most of the equipment has been dismantled, but some tank functions were identified. A system for genetic reprogramming. The ability to dissolve organic material into a refined paste, and an application process for said paste to be used as a catalyst. It is unlikely that we will be able to obtain any more precise information about this technology. The various integrity sensors of the crew's suits, as well as those of the science ships, indicate that it is necessary to, yeah, get the team out of there. We're gonna lose this team. We're gonna lose the team. They'll die for the cause. The greater good of humanity. Oh, man. Watch us lose all of this because of this. I'll just lose all of this research. $6.99. Okay. I wonder if I could just get them to leave now. No. I kind of feel bad now. I'm like sending them to their deaths. Cycle 700. Oh, okay. That actually looks like we're grabbing the food now too. Yeah. I'm guessing there's gonna be more cryonic pods in these.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Corroded hopes.
Tiqqun death toll now stands at over 100 under the current administration.
The team's suits were compromised by P-38's corrosive atmosphere. The team perished while attempting to reach the science ship. The ship is no longer functional and cannot be the final communications indicate that the corrosive atmosphere has rendered the subterranean complex unviable for further site analysis. Declare the team lost in action. I'm kind of dumb that I did that, honestly. For some reason, I thought they would at least get the last thing. But I wanted to see what would happen. And I guess I should have assumed what would happen.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Which, even though we lost 15% trust, that's fine. We're good on stability.
A science ship team has
We're still working extra hours here. This is sitting at 100. Are they gonna... Don't know if they're actually gonna move that or not. Have we reached the point of needing to... Okay, nope, there it goes. They're getting to their duties. Now, when we do the drone center, does it have to be in each one, or could we have, like, just one drone center, I wonder? Oh, we need to make another science ship, because, you know, I'm kind of an idiot, and did something stupid. Oh, we finished this. Okay, so the temporary test colony has now been established. The colonists will periodically transmit reports on their progress. These will provide us with valuable field data. Nice, so we can leave the planet now. Maxwell's team's over here like, oh, thank God I didn't go. I'm not a part of the other team. My man's over here like, thank God I wasn't with those other guys that, you know, got forcibly sent to their death for nothing. Oh. We're out of polymer over here for this. Oh, we have a lot of polymer sitting in... Yeah, because this was for storage, that's right. Yeah, move all of this to section 1 now. So did we finish that other one? Okay, so it's still... Yeah, it's getting built now. It's over halfway. Okay, so we have a bit extra workers here for what we have. Over here, a bit of extra workers now in Sector 1. Sector 6. About 10 over, yeah. And then, yeah, we need a few more workers here. About 20. We could probably send, yeah, 20 workers to Sector 5 and be good. Okay. So let's do this. We're going to go from Sector 1 to Sector 5. Give them workers. And we'll send... Did I say 20? I think I said 20. I think that's how many I needed, really, just to have... Yeah, to be over. So even if people are sick... Ouch, our crop farm blew up. And then outside of that, once we get some more people,
has arrived at its destination.
We'll be good to get our other stuff going. Oh, there's 6 science here now. So that's just going to keep going with science, I guess. Okay, research. We're at 93%. Okay. And they're starting this. So our sensors have located a section of the UN ship drifting in space. Okay, I already read that. We have arrived at the site. Only 2 of the UN ship's massive reactors remain. Initial reconnaissance revealed 3 places of interest: the thrusters, the engine room, and the engine supervision area. Okay, so... I don't want to do either of these first, because I feel like that could be something bad that's going to happen, like if these blow up or if those blow up. Do the supervision area first, because maybe we could find information on both the like reactor and the engine room. We got accelerated growth finished. Nice. Let's go. Ooh, I could do this, get the more waste, and then go here, but we don't have storage for all that waste at the moment. Food production speed, though. Add an extra 20 to it. Okay. So currently, this is where we are sitting in our current location. So, yeah. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this series so far. And if you have any ideas for me, let me know. I make stupid decisions. I know one of you are gonna bring up me doing that with the science team. There's always the one person. I like doing things, even though I know it's gonna end badly, and there's like a 99% it's gonna end badly. I always want to know if there's any kind of hidden, like, story or like a hidden process afterwards. So I usually always want to take the risk for that. Like the minus 15%, like we're sitting on a plus 5% trust right now. Losing a little bit of trust just isn't honestly that bad. But yeah, it does hurt a bit. It does cost us some polymer to remake the science ship. We lost 5 people. We're gonna have to send the science ship back out to that planet to get 55 research. But you know, it was a risk. I took it. It failed. But you know, if you are new here, consider liking, subscribing, and or commenting on the video. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm and just helps us grow as a whole. I'm gonna go get a bite to eat, and Night Ops out.